This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Bringing the energy today. Got some more news. Got a lot of information that we need to get out. Let everybody know what's going on. Now, a lot of people know what's going on in Virginia. Now, it's a new year. Virginia got these laws that they enacted and stuff like that. And you got Virginians are preparing right now. So there's a buying frenzy in Virginia. You have gun owners, out hitting all the gun shops and stuff. And they buying most of your reputable stuff that gun owners pretty much going to stock up on. They're buying high-capacity magazines, ammunition, firearms. Now, they're buying them three because, the anti-gun in Virginia wants to restrict, the amount of rounds you can have in a magazine. They also want to restrict how many firearms you can buy a month. And they want to limit the amount of ammunition you can buy. We talked about that. We've been talking about that and talking about that. Now, so people follow suit. But, when it comes to Virginia, like I said before, in the background, you have the big billionaire, Bloomberg. Don't forget Bloomberg. Bloomberg is a key. He's the key to Virginia's success. He the one put all this money and backed all these politicians so they can move forth and not depend on citizen donations and stuff like that to give them the power and stuff to do what they want to do. So now, with that said, it's a lot of things that's going on that we need to process. So much headlines coming out of Virginia that you have to process. It's so much coming out of Virginia, it'll send your brain into the atmosphere. I'm talking about that's how much stuff that's coming out of Virginia. And these anti-guns pretty much have wrote, a lot of laws, anti-gun laws, and some of it still haven't came out yet. And, a lot of people think when it comes to anti-gun, some things are not on the table. No, when it comes to them, everything is on the table. Now, we talked about bank financial system. Now, one thing that is going on in Virginia that, stuck out to me, that you have a lot of gun owners and stuff that's buying all this stuff are using cash, whole card cash. They're not using no bank cards and credit cards. And there's a reason for that. There's a bill in Virginia that is called the Wexton H.R. 5132. And what that bill would do, it would take the bank financial system and it would use the banks to also flag big purchases that gun owners are making at gun shops and stuff like that. Now, the problem with that is you have a couple banks who are gladly to participate in that program that anti-gun has proposed. That is the sad part. And these banking systems, there's nothing new. I talked about these a while back on my channel with these banking systems. Now, you have Citigroup and you have Bank of America. Now, these two banks, Citibank and Bank of America, these two banks have also came out and said they are glad to participate. They're glad to help the anti-gun stop gun owners from buying stuff. So I'm talking about, it ain't like that they're denying it. They said they are gladly to do that. So these two banks, Citibank and Bank of America, gun owners, leave them alone. Because they're basically saying they want to infringe on your Second Amendment right, and they're glad to do that. Now, when it comes to the banking system flagging purchases and stuff like that, it is no limit to what they can flag your purchases on. Now, a lot of people think they're just sticking to firearms or ammunition or high-capacity magazines. No, they're sticking to gun accessories. They're talking about, if it's like prepping food or whatever the case may be, body armor. I'm talking about every little thing, gun range stuff. I'm talking about any little thing that's considered, that gun owners would consider to purchase. They are considered to be flagged. And that is the sad part. You have the bank financial system that is willing to infringe on your Second Amendment right. And we talked about this a long time ago. And that's what's going on in Virginia. So right now, you have gun shops that they can't keep stuff on the shelves and stuff like that. And it's sad that you have the banking system that are participating to infringe on our Second Amendment rights. So, you have gun owners now just pretty much buying stuff in cash and stuff like that. But like I said before, you have Bloomberg. He's behind this and he won't return on his investment. And a lot of these laws in Virginia, a lot of us probably ain't really heard about or they ain't leaked out yet. Because when it comes to the anti-gun, like I told you before, I'm talking about they pretty much change the plan as they go. They change as they go. They say one thing, they say another. So you cannot try to sit here and agree to one thing because they could change it down the road. We have to fight every single thing they're throwing at us, and we cannot agree to not one thing. If you get them an inch, they want a mile. We see that now in Virginia. And so there's a lot of other stuff that I'm looking at. I just want to drop that news to you, let y'all know what's going on. They're using the banking system, and the banks pretty much now, them two banks I just told you, they're not denying it. I'm quite sure there could be other banks out there. But like I said before, we have a fight on our hands. You have to get out and vote. And we just have to spread the message. We have to do everything. We can't sit back. We cannot sit back no more. We're already fighting laws that we're backtracking, trying to fight now, and the ones that are up coming forth in front of us. So we can't do that. So we must keep up the fight 24/7. I got the energy. You got the energy. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'm out of here.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.